I'll be showing you guys today how to make a wreath. So a couple things you will need to start off is you need a wire base. I went ahead and started halfway on this one. So you need a wire base. I'm using two colors, so I'll need 4 spools total. Um, Floral wire. If you want more than just your regular base wreath, I'm doing a mix of some ribbons. Some accessories that I have to go with it. I have some extra garland. I also have little foam decorations, and I have some like colored balls. But they come in all kinds of different colors. I have about 5 or 6 of them right now. And some of these shiny things. You can get all of this at the Dollar Tree. That is where I get the majority of my stuff. Aside from the ribbon. The ribbon I usually get from Hobby Lobby or Walmart. Depending on what size base you want. This is just like a generic, I don't know the measurements, but it's a generic wreath size. You can get larger and you can get smaller out of just about anywhere. So to start off, um, you're going to take your wire. Oh, I'm getting caught. You're going to pick a color to go first. Unspool it. You're going to have this. You're going to fold it in half. You're going to fold it in half again. You're going to take a piece of your floral wire and you're going to kind of weave it through. Okay. Ooh. All right. So once you've got this through, you're going to take your wreath. On these wreaths, you have the base, a dark line. I always try to get as close to those as possible. You're going to put the mesh on, and you're going to use the wire kind of like a bread tie in order to secure it onto the wire wreath itself. Okay, so there's one color. I do my 2 colors separate. You can put them together to make it larger and poofier. I found that if you do them together, it does get a little bit crazy when you gotta go move about. Um, so I just kind of do them 2 separate ones. You can use all kinds of different materials in order to make your wreath. I like Deco Mesh. It's super poofy. It has all kinds of glitter already on it. Burlap, I've used that. It's a lot harder to work with just because it's a stiffer material. I have also used tulle, and when you use tulle, you end up using more product than you would with Deco Mesh. So, but you can use just about anything you like. Okay, so we got this in. And you are going to take the start of your wreath. You're going to make 3 loops. So we're going to do 1 and 2 and 3. So after you do your 3 loops, which you can see more from the front, you're going to give it a good twist in the back, and that's just going to kind of keep it there. So then you're going to go through and you're going to start your second color, do a 1 loop and a 2 and a 3. Now what I do is I take that first color and I cross it over the other one after you have it twisted. One, that's going to keep it staying in its place. It's also going to make it a little bit more poofy. And you're going to repeat this until you have your entire base full. And once you're finished, So it's going to look messy once you're doing it. It's going to look loose and everything. Um, I go through after I have finished the spool and I use the wire to secure it in. After I'm finished, I go through and I use hot glue, secure it all to the metal wreath frame, and then that's when I add my extras in. Um, I paint wooden signs and I do a cute little quote to go with it. I always pick themes for each of my wreaths. My Halloween one that I just finished earlier this month. So this one is also a um, two color deco mesh. I have painted my sign and I've just gone through after I've created my base and tied it to the frame along with hot gluing it to it. I also added some extra glittery ribbon and the foam balls and some foam pumpkins. Um, all I do is I hot glue them on and I make sure to hold them in place for at least 30 seconds to make sure the glue has time to both start to harden and make sure that it's on the actual thing that I'm fastening to. So if you go through and you see some like loose spots or some open spots where you can still see the wire, you just go through and you pull apart whichever ribbon is closest, and that's going to make it bigger and it's going to fluff it out. There is your first lesson on how to make a wreath. Thank you.